Look, let us talk of these rapists. These rapists have not committed merely rape, but have mutilated their body and caused their injuries which are sufficient in the ordinary course of nature to cause death. They are guilty of plain murder. The moment they threw her out of the bus, they did it with the intention that she should die. That is another instance of murder. And you prosecute these people for murder, and for murder the sentence is hanging. The people have the right to protest at every place. Every place. So long as you don't say, disturb a working court or a government office and so on and so forth, public roads and public places are the places where people have the democratic right to express their feelings. And you cannot interfere with this expression of people's feelings. This is undemocratic, unconstitutional and against the law.
As the news of the tragic end of the 23-year-old rape victim came out this morning, there were several protests that have been sparking across the country, and this is in Chennai, as several people are on candlelight march. As you can see, there are a lot of youngsters, especially women, are on candlelight march to show their support and protest against the brutal incident that happened to the 23-year-old victim. Not just that, because there have been cases in Tamil Nadu as well. Let's just go across to them and ask, so could you just tell us, what is something that, you want at this point in time from the government?
We need the death penalty for the rapist. I think it's high time. Enough is enough. 60 years Congress has ruled the country. They have not done nothing for the women.
Could you just tell us, there have been cases in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu as well, because there were 2-3 cases in Tamil Nadu where there was an acid attack on a youngster. So, what do you see in this? And do you see the wheel of the justice is just moving very slowly?
Yeah, the justice has to be immediate, because you shouldn't give them so much of time. They should realize that they have done a great mistake, and the girl has really suffered. So many days she's been in hospital. Every day, each day has been like a terror for us. What's happening to the girl? What's happening to the girl? I think those guys should not be spared.
There you have it very clearly from the women who are telling us that the culprits have to be punished, and the justice wheel is really moving very slowly. With video journalist Arun Ramasamy, Srisha Reddy in Chennai for News X.
But to my mind, it seemed to be a very desperate thing to do. And I don't know on what basis they took this step. Anyway, the tragedy is that a woman has been totally mutilated by rascals of the worst kind. Not human beings, but beasts. They are worse than beasts, because even beasts don't do this kind of bestiality. And now is the time when ultimately law must take its own course. The people have the right to protest at every place. Every place. So long as you don't say, disturb a working court or a government office and so on and so forth, public roads and public places are the places where people have the democratic right to express their feelings.